Rather count my money than count my friends. Rather pull up in an all black Benz. 10 feet back, don't scuff my Timbs. All black shades can't see through these. Worry about you, don't worry about me. I don't know you, but you know me. I'm with this shit, let's keep the peace. Look, let's keep the peace. Do what I want and I feel like I made it. Praying for niggas who thinking I'm playing. Waiting for niggas who thinking I'm slipping. I just be chilling, my show to be tripping. Fuck on the balcony, right in the public. Racks on the table, she know not to touch it. Niggas be capping and they need a gown. Product on deck and they bagging it now. Bitch, you know I'm black and I'm proud. Jump on the stage, I be loving the crowd. I'm from New York, but I came to the South. Timbs on my feet, ain't no gold in my mouth. And I'm on fire like I got a fever. People was sleeping, I made them believers. Know she a keeper, a shorty a eater. She don't speak English, she need a visa. Rather count my money than count my friends. Rather pull up in an all black Benz. 10 feet back, don't scuff my Timbs. All black shades can't see through these. Worry about you, don't worry about me. I don't know you, but you know me. I'm with the shits, let's keep the peace. Let's keep the peace. Rather count my money than count my friends. Rather pull up in an all black Benz. 10 feet back, don't scuff my Timbs. All black shades can't see through these. Worry about you, don't worry about me. I don't know you, but you know me. I'm with the shits, let's keep the peace. Let's keep the peace. Rather count my money than count my friends. Rather pull up in an all black Benz. 10 feet back, don't scuff my Timbs. All black shades can't see through these. Worry about you, don't worry about me. I don't know you, but you know me. I'm with the shits, let's keep the peace. Let's keep the peace. Rather count my money than count my friends. Rather pull up in an all black Benz. 10 feet back, don't scuff my Timbs. All black shades can't see through these. Worry about you, don't worry about me. I don't know you, but you know me. I'm with this shit, let's keep the peace. Look, let's keep the peace. Do what I want and I feel like I made it. Praying for niggas who thinking I'm playing. Waiting for niggas who thinking I'm slipping. I just be chilling, my show to be tripping. Fuck on the balcony, right in the public. Racks on the table, she know not to touch it. Niggas be capping and they need a gown. Product on deck and they bagging it now. Bitch, you know I'm black and I'm proud. Jump on the stage, I be loving the crowd. I'm from New York, but I came to the South. Timbs on my feet, ain't no gold in my mouth. And I'm on fire like I got a fever. People was sleeping, I made them believers. Know she a keeper, a shorty a eater. She don't speak English, she need a visa. Rather count my money than count my friends. Rather pull up in an all black Benz. 10 feet back, don't scuff my Timbs. All black shades can't see through these. Worry about you, don't worry about me. I don't know you, but you know me. I'm with the shits, let's keep the peace. Let's keep the peace. Rather count my money than count my friends. Rather pull up in an all black Benz. 10 feet back, don't scuff my Timbs. All black shades can't see through these. Worry about you, don't worry about me. I don't know you, but you know me. I'm with the shits, let's keep the peace. Let's keep the peace. Rather count my money than count my friends. Rather pull up in an all black Benz. 10 feet back, don't scuff my Timbs. All black shades can't see through these. Worry about you, don't worry about me. I don't know you, but you know me. I'm with the shits, let's keep the peace. Let's keep the peace. Rather count my money than count my friends. Rather pull up in an all black Benz. 10 feet back, don't scuff my Timbs.
Welcome to Blended Healing, Black History, New Story. Same chains, different names. Part 2. When we last met, we were talking about how they say that we're free now, but all they did was switch the packaging. No more chains on the wrist, or it's just pressure on the backs, and the invisible walls built with rules that we didn't write. We stated that we were going to go through 6 chains that we have to go through, or 6 ropes intertwined. We talked about the economic rope. We talked about the mental program. And we left off with the legal trap. Today we're going to be talking about the cultural rope. Ashe, Ashe. Chain number 4, the cultural rope. Stripped of the root and sold the remix. They didn't just try to erase you, they study you, they mimic you, water down your truth, and then sell it back to you as trendy, as some new stuff, right? And culture used to be sacred. It was how we prayed, how we dressed, how we gathered, how we healed. Now it's a playlist, a filter, a fashion statement. Our rhythm gets played while our pain gets ignored. We used to tell stories to pass down legacy. Now they tell stories about us without us to shape how the world sees us. Criminal, angry, exotic, ratchet, savage. Pick whatever one you want to choose. Every time you see your truth distorted, just know that that's not your reflection. That's their projection. You're not the stereotype. You are the source. They rope us into identities that serve their comfort. Smile, but don't speak. Be spiritual, but not powerful. Be proud, but not loud. And they say representation. But what that means is be palatable. We're not just talking about them. Sometimes we get roped into it too. Taught to hate our skin, our hair, our names, our traditions. Taught to trade legacy for assimilation. Taught to forget what our grandmothers whispered in the kitchen. But hear this. We don't need permission to be who we are. Our culture doesn't need approval. Our ways don't need translation. And our soul memory, it never died. It's just been waiting for us to reclaim it. So reclaim it. Wear the crown your way. Speak the language your bones remember. Dance how your ancestors prayed. Cook like your freedom is in every spice. And breathe like you're the blessing, the air itself. Because our culture, it's medicine, baby. And they can't steal what you protect. The affirmation for this is I am not a trend. I am a living legacy. We now gonna go over here to chain number 5. It's called the digital rope. When the algorithm becomes your leash and you forget who you are before the scroll. And this rope don't tug at your wrist, it pulls at your attention. It don't scream, it scrolls. Endless, loud, addictive. And the wild part, we invited it in. We welcomed the rope disguised as a connection, clout, likes, followers, engagement. But now you look up and the day gone. You done checked your phone 37 times, but haven't checked in with your soul one time. And you think that you connected, but to what? To illusions? To comparisons that choke your confidence? To highlight reels that make you question your real life? They got us chasing validation in pixels, man. Trading peace for performance, dopamine for discipline, and we're not even the customers anymore. We're the product. Tracked, studied, sold. But the digital rope is silent but effective. It distracts your purpose, distorts your identity, and desensitizes your spirit. You see everything except yourself. And when you do show up real, you're punished by the algorithm, shadow banned for telling the truth, buried for being bold, invisible for being authentic. But the revolution won't be televised, baby. It'll be unplugged, reconnected to what's real, your breath, your body, your boundaries, your people, the divine. You don't need the internet to be impactful. You don't need a reel to be remembered. You don't need applause to be anointed. It's time to log out of the lie and silence the noise and come back home to your frequency. But I also want to bring this up, which is important. when you do show up, when you do show up, there is a place here that the rope ain't only for just it's restraint. If you flip it, you can use the same cord to build bridges, to teach, to reach, to liberate minds across borders. Your voice, when true, can echo through digital realms like scripture. Your light, when clear, can remind others of their own. And then this digital space becomes divine when intention leads, when your presence online is an extension of your soul, not a mask to hide behind. We have built whole movements off hashtags, sparked healing through screens, broken generational silence with reels, lives, and stories. We've called the ancestors in through Wi-Fi. We've prayed together in comment sections. We built tribes without even shaking hands and still felt the spirit move. So reclaim the tool, unplug when you need to, and plug in with purpose when you choose. And use the rope to climb, not to tie yourself down. Your affirmation for this is I use technology as a tool, not as a tether. I move with mission. And chain number 6, the spiritual muzzle, the final rope tied around your communication, your third eye, and your bloodline. They couldn't kill your power, so they taught you to fear it, demonized your rituals, mocked your altars, labeled your ancestral ways as dark, evil, and primitive. And then, what they do, they copied it, sanitized it, sold it, wrapped your medicine into marketing and called it New Age. But nothing about us is new. We're ancient. And this rope don't just silence your voice, it dims your light. It makes you question your connection to source. It makes you forget that your very breath is divine. They gave you religion but stripped the relationship. Told you who the divine is and who you'll never be. They wanted obedience, not alignment. Control, not communion. They told you not to talk to your ancestors, not to trust your intuition, not to listen to the dreams, the omens, the knowing. They call it coincidence. They call it crazy. Some called it witchcraft. But here's the truth. Your spirit has never been theirs to tame. We come from moon prayers and earth offerings. We come from chants and cracked open the sky. We come from root work, bone memory, and sacred fire. We come from those who crossed over but still walk beside us. And this muzzle was designed to keep us disconnected because disconnected people are easier to control. But connected people, we are unstoppable. So take back your prayer, take back your rituals, take back your language, your germ, your oils, your tears, your knowing, because every time you light that candle, every time you pour a libation, every time you speak to the Most High in your own words, you're not just healing yourself, you're waking up generations. This rope, too, can be flipped. Your spiritual walk in this age, with all its distractions, distortions, and dangers, can be a beacon, a lighthouse for others. When done in truth, your spirituality becomes a revolution. You don't need anyone's permission to be divine. You're already walking scripture, a living altar, a sacred vessel. And once you remember that thing, no system can silence you again. The affirmation for this rope is, I speak with spirit, I walk with my bloodline, I embody divinity. And now that we got that all out, and we got our rope with the 6 knots in it, we're going to cut each 6 knots one by one. Now that you're standing here, not just free, but aligned. Not just free, but aligned. The ropes are real, but so is the release. You were never crazy, never weak, never unworthy. There goes knot number 1. You were just wrapped in ropes you didn't choose, born into systems that feared your light. Before you learned to walk in it, you just cut knot number 2. But you made it here, not by chance, not by luck, but because something inside of you never gave up. You just cut knot number 3. A memory, a knowing, a whisper. A whisper from the ancestors saying, there's more to you than this. You just cut knot number 4. These ropes, economic, mental, legal, cultural, digital, spiritual, they've tried to choke generations, tried to keep our heads down and our spirits small, but now you see them. And once you see the rope, you get to decide what to do with it. Some will untie it gently, some will cut it with fire. Some will weave it into something new, but whatever you do, do it with intention. You just cut knot number 5. You weren't meant to just survive this system. You were born to rewire it, to show others how to walk rope free, to live as proof that freedom is not just political, it's spiritual, it's mental, it's ancestral. It's yours. So walk different now. Pray louder, speak freer, rest deeper, dream wilder, love harder, and build a life that don't require you to shrink. You just cut knot number 6. And now that the rope has been cut, I want you to understand that you are the blueprint. You are the breaker of chains. You are the legacy reborn, and they can't bind what spirit has unbound. Ashe, Ashe. And that's it, and that's all. How does freedom feel? Knowledge and power. How does that feel? I want to thank you for stopping by Blended Healing for part 2. Like I said, I put it underneath Black History, but I added new story. You feel me? Because we're walking into a new story. This is a segue going into the next mini series that we will be doing here underneath collaboration over competition. We're going to be talking about a new series. in place of FAFO, we're going to be doing something different. So make sure that you stay tuned. It's going to be a very interesting series because we're going back to basics, baby. Ashe. All right. All right. Be well. I'll talk to you soon. See you in these streets. See you out in the real streets, too. All right. Bye-bye.
They moving funny, trust yourself, learn to fall back. Gotta watch these bitches too, shit they the grimiest ones. Once you show them how you really live and they after your funds. Sometimes you gotta separate for you to elevate. They gon' scream they love you, but it's really hate. Shit is just a guessing game, can't really tell until it hit the fan. By then it's too late, you could be a dead man. I don't trust none for real, fuck how you niggas feel. You ain't like my brother or my sister, I ain't trying to build. I just want a couple prezzies and diamonds that ice the bezzy. A free chick that put her legs up like Flexi Lexi. This Instagram got niggas all confused cause they judging off the likes versus really how they move. You think you know me, you ain't got a blues clue now. You don't fuck with me, but I ain't never fuck with you, nigga.
Saying, you know, a lot of us don't realize that there are people in our lives that come with an expiration date. Some people in our lives, unfortunately, have an expiration date. Everyone's not meant to be in your life forever. The key is to know when it's time to cut them off because, you know, sometimes the most hate you get is from your inner circle, like where the support is supposed to come from. And you have to be mindful of that and go, you know, as I'm making this step to the next level, it's not that I change, but it's that you're not ready to go with me to this next level. You holding me back. So your time is up. I appreciated the time we had, but now I got to move on. And, you know, I had to do that at various times in my life. And I'm not saying it like it's an easy thing to do. It's definitely a hard thing to do, but it's necessary to detox your life at different phases of your journey.
The biggest mistake a nigga could make is thinking that it's love. Thinking that niggas could be friends. We ain't really friends, it's just all business, my nigga. Niggas will smile in your face, keep keying, laughing, and tell you that, oh yeah, you my nigga, you my brother. All that shit fake, man. All that shit fake. That's all whole shit. These niggas will see a nigga with his head blowed off, see him locked up, and be like, damn, he was a cool nigga. And none of that shit real, my nigga. I don't believe in love, man. I don't believe in that kind of love. Love is love. I don't believe in this fake love. These niggas like meet a nigga and be like, oh shit, this is my brother. Nigga, I don't know you.